Alright, hello. So, we'll be doing a shorter version of the videos that I made. Okay. Um, it's going to be like a low poly modeling technique. It's a bit faster, but somehow the approach is a bit faster, right? So here I added a plane and tabbed edit. I'm going to scale it and turn it into a wall. Okay. So I'm selecting the edges. I'm moving it to the Y direction. Then I'll be selecting the other edge and move it to the side. So I'm going to add an edge loop on both sides so that I could create the other side of those two walls. So here, Control R, then drag. Then do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Then I'm going to adjust the size so that it's of the same width. Then select the edges, shift, then select, then extrude. Hold Control. Okay. I did not repeat the extrusion, I just did it once, but I was able to let go of it. So I just had to undo it and repeat the extrusion. Alright, I have to do another edge loop to create the front wall. Here I'm going to cut this area since there is a cutaway on the first floor. So here I'm going to delete the face. Then I'm going to add another edge loop. I'm going to select that edge and extrude it to the side. Then select the other edge. Then extrude. So I have to align the spaces between these two walls so that when I extrude or when I bridge or connect those walls, it will be the same. So I added another edge loop. Then I selected one of the edges. I have to make sure that the edges are of the same size. So bridge, press F. Then scale para pumantay. Then align it to the floor. The next thing is to extrude. Okay. So the walls have even spaces and even thickness. You could either adjust the thickness by going to vertices if you want to. The next thing that we're going to do is cut into the wall and create those windows. From the previous video that I did, I had to make the window separate, but here it will be part of the wall itself. So I added an edge loop here, scrolled my mouse, so it will be divided into 5. And I'm going to select the front face and the back face. Okay, so it will be that face, front and back face. Then I'm going to do an inset. So shift select, inset. Yeah, I think I made an error here, so I have to undo it. So it should be the front and only the back. Okay, front and back face. Then deselect the other one. So just hold shift, select, shift, then click. Right. Then do an inset. So press I, inset. Then you have to push the window in, so that will be later. Repeat the process, press I, select the front face, the back face, press I, so we need to select the front face again, then the back faces, then extrude, but we have to extrude in. So I'm going to scale it in. Right, so scale, then press Y, or you can use the scale gizmo to scale it in. Alright, so I'm going to do another inset on this part of the wall. So press I, extrude, then scale in. Alright, the next thing is to add the doors on that portion of the house. We have to separate that section so that we'll be able to work on it independently since the door is sliding. Alright, we need to do a cut through, an edge loop. The next is we're going to select that corner and separate it. So Shift Z to see the wireframe. Box select with the mouse, left mouse button, then press P, selection. So now we have a separate section from the one that we actually built. Right, so let's add another edge loop. So only one edge loop. So we have to separate that section, the left section of the door, so that you'll be able to slide. So go to faces, Shift C, press P, selection. Right, so now it's separate. Now select that separated section. Then we have to fill in the holes. Okay. So slide it onto the side. And let's start filling the holes. So select two of the faces, then press F. 1 and 2. Then let's close the other sections. So tab out. Okay, then select the other section, then tab to edit, then press F. Then select that particular door, then move it to the side. Now select that part, press F, select edge, and press F. Alright, so select the front face and the back face and do another inset and extrusion. Okay. Press I, extrude. So press S, then Y. So do the same thing on the other door. Press I, press E. So press E to extrude, then scale and Y. Now do another set of inset for that particular section of the wall. So front face, back face. So press I, extrude, scale, then press S. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do here is duplicate the first floor. Add a plain cube so that we could add a ceiling. So you have to align the cube onto the space of the first floor. So I'm just scaling it to the side. Then later I'll be going to the component mode to edit the faces and push it so that it aligns in the other sides. Then go to component mode, then go to face, then move it down. So I'm going to select that ceiling and align all of the edges. Right, those face needs to be perfectly aligned to the wall. So I'll be selecting the first floor. I'll be moving the plane so that there could be a floor onto our model. We're going to select the first floor and duplicate it. We have to stick it to perfectly fit it to the ceiling. Then we'll make the other adjustments based on the reference. Then I'm going to select the ceiling, then adjust the size of the second floor ceiling based on the model. Right, in this particular section, we need to make adjustments to our second floor, since we have to make the ceiling of the first floor to be thicker and fit it well on the second floor. Alright, so the second floor has a smaller door because it has a corridor. So we need to scale those two doors to give way to a veranda on the second floor. So I'm going to scale it, but I have to adjust the frame so that it fits with the same ratio and proportions. So I'm going to edit, vertex, Shift Z, select those two, then scale in so that it has the same proportion as the upper part of the frame. Alright, so the next is we're going to delete the floor on that part so that we can have a veranda on that part. So let's select that the second floor, select the face. We're going to delete the faces. Then select edge, then press F. Then we're going to duplicate that window. Close it first. Okay. Alright, Shift Z to go to wireframe mode. Select the window, then duplicate, Shift D. Then Shift D again. Right. So on the next video, we're going to fit those three windows in equal proportions. So let's proceed to the next video.